Hey guys, I'm back with another Pokemon Star ETB video, so let's get started. I'm taking a break from the normal market videos for booster box, especially sets, because I have something to do today, but they should be coming back tomorrow. In these Pokemon Star ETB videos, I'd like to go over pretty much just the lay of the market based on TCG player pricing. I try not to go too in depth into my own analysis of it, just giving the straight up numbers and letting you take what it is. Also, usually in these videos, there's some nice market manipulation, which is always fun to look at. Um, so yeah, there's quite a few cards, but let's go over the numbers first. So ETBs, I feel like honestly the ETB rate, like there weren't like any dramatic changes. Like the biggest percent increase was about like 14% for Paradox Iron Valiant, um, Temporal Forces Walking Weak boxes, and then everything else was like this. I saw some decreases. Obsidian Flames decreased by 10%, Paladin Fates decreased by 12%. Um, yeah, like I was looking at the 8th, which is the last time I took the data, which is about 2 weeks ago, and the percent increases, like you see the 26% over here, some 20, some 30% over here, 30% here. So we're just not seeing as many like drastic increases or decreases. So I'm wondering if like the Pokemon Center ETB market's kind of slowing down in a sense. Um, don't want to overextend based on that, but just based on the numbers, like these numbers are lower than other numbers. Pretty straightforward. Um, but as far as like the things that changed the most, let's see. As far as increases, the Paradox Iron Valiant ETB, that is not this one. It is this one. I think that was one of the biggest increases. It went up about $18, up 14%, and there's walking wink went up $25, um, which is about 12%. So that is over here. Um, and then the 151 ETBs only 5%, but since it's cost so much money, that's a $24 increase. Prismatic kind of surprised me. It only went up about $1 since the last time I checked it. Um, I didn't really fully realize that, even though I take Prismatic data every day. Everything else, let's see, like yeah, Obsidian Flames went down quite a bit. It kind of depends on when I take the price of it, but yeah, according to this, it was closer to 350, now it's closer to 300. I just want to look at that for a sec, actually, because Obsidian Flames is one of the most expensive ETBs. Um, I don't know if I necessarily see it on the graph, but yeah, I don't know. Obsidian, but oh, actually, it was closer to like 385. I mean, before. Um, could have been just a high day that day. I'm not really sure. Um, but yeah, the price of the ETB on that day was 385. And then what else? The Twilight Masquerade boxes, well, ETBs went down about $13, and Surging Sparks went up about $16. And Paldean Fates, that's actually a big decrease. Or did I already mention that? Anyway, I'm gonna keep going. So the promos, um, because a lot of I remember a comment from a long time ago that like you have to take into account the promos because you see the promos have a wide variety of prices. Like 151 has the highest price promo around $200. Prismatic has about 140. Obsidian has about 150, 160. Those are the only ones that are costing $100 right now. There's some around $100, which is like the Paldio ones. The SP based ones getting pretty close there too. Um, yeah, as far as differences go, Iron Bundle for Paradox that went up about $26. So, and I just want to give you the typical disclaimer. I know these aren't perfect. There's not always a lot of sales data, so I'm just giving you like the data I have. It's kind of better than nothing because for a lot of people, it gives you some idea of the market at the very least. Um, over here, Temporal Forces, um, the promo went up. I think actually it's the same promo, so it went up about $13. Stellar Crown to Noctowl went up about $14. Prismatic Eevee went up about $13. And then SV base, the Koraidon went up about $20. So if you want to see the cards for those, this is the Koraidon, which went up about $20. Uh, Iron Bundle went up. the Noctowl that went up, and the EV from Prismatic went up. So now I like to do this sort of analysis where I take the ETB minus the promo and give you the amounts. So this is kind of the value of just the packs. If you're just to if you open the ETB today and you just sold the promo, like how much would the packs sort of be worth, or how much is the ETB worth essentially? And you get really high prices as normal. Um, these are really high price per pack values, except for probably Shroud Fable, where its ETB is still pretty low for compared to everything else, like $5. So price per pack, this is kind of the booster box equivalent of like, okay, take those 11 packs and multiply like pretty much multiply by 36, and you get these numbers. And I compare them to the booster box prices. For specialty sets, I just take the loose pack price and multiply by 36. But for the booster boxes themselves, I can take the actual booster box price, and I take differences. So you see that like I noticed this the last time I did this. So last time I did this on the 8th, 3/8 booster box difference over here. So yeah, you see how like a lot of the ETBs are worth like a lot more than the booster boxes, like relatively wise. Even if you take away the promo, the ETBs themselves are worth a lot of money. Um, like several times the booster box. Like a lot of them are like 100%, and these are increases. So like this is 100% more, 200% more, 200% more. So I just want to look at kind of the difference in perspective, and I did edit the video just now. So this column just magically appeared for those of you who are just wondering. I did this percent increase difference thing, which pretty much I looked at how much more, like what's the ratio of the ETB packs over the Booster Box packs. I get this number. I subtracted this number from what I did last time. I see a lot of negative values. So it seems like the relative value of the ETBs has gone down. Um, it seems like ETBs are, they're just less like they're just, it's not like as much of a difference compared to the booster box. It's still a large difference. But I think a lot of this has to do with the ETB prices. You saw they didn't really change much, but the booster box market has been like kind of booming pretty lately. There's been a lot of price increases, and because of that, you see a lot of negative numbers here. Like we're not seeing the exact gains that we were seeing before. Um, and also like ETB prices and stuff vary all the time. Um, yeah, as far as like anything interesting, so yeah, right now like Paldea and um like as just like pure value of the packs, Paldea, Obsidian, and 151 lead the pack. Temporal Forces Walking Awake leads the pack. They're all like in the 400% difference value. Like if you were to pay for the packs of the ETBs versus the packs of booster packs, you'd be paying that much more for 36 packs. Um, then there's Paldean Fates, Prismatic, um, Surging Sparks at 200, and after that he gets like the 100s. And the things that have like very little difference, Shroud Fable. Yeah, the Shroud Fable ETPs aren't worth that much relatively. Stellar Crown is still catching up there, and Paradox Rift is still kind of catching up there. Um, I want to look at some of the interesting market manipulation. Well, actually, let's just go over. I'll just show you the graphs for anyone who's interested, because like some of the point of these videos is just to show you the data that would take you a while to open up yourself. So this is the graph for Scala base. A lot of these boxes they don't have a lot of data, but you see there's been less sales recently. Um, this is the Coridon. This is the Paldea. Um, yeah, not as many sales as like lately. This is Obsidian Flames. This is Paradox Rift. Roaring Moon. Seems like it's a little less than normal. This is the other Paradox Rift one. Also a little less than normal. You're seeing the decrease in demand for some of these. Like wow, like this Iron Leaves like hasn't had a lot of sales lately. Walking Wake. There wasn't a lot that someone tried to buy quite a few. Um, this Twilight one, there was a day where someone tried to buy a lot. It's trying to raise the price. Honestly, it kind of worked. 105 to 150. That's a pretty big jump actually. But the graph over here doesn't fully reflect. The prices don't really fully reflect that. Like I see like a 130 market price actually. So these graphs are not always accurate in that sense. Stellar Crown ETB Yeah, some people try 7, and that's not really a lot. Surging Sparks. Um, this one, I made my last video on the 8th. I don't know if I saw this or not that day. I don't really remember, but yeah, that's a lot of ETPs to raise the market price. That raised it from like 173 to 190 according to this. Not a bad jump. 151 ETBs, Palladium Fates ETBs. Yeah, someone on the 4th. I think I probably saw this before. They did that to raise the price from 196 to 260. Now I see like it's 240. Shroud Fable. It's actually been kind of going down actually. Prismatic been having its ups and downs. Prismatic has kind of like that. And then the singles are sometimes more interesting because they're just easier to manipulate. So I see this like Koraidon has, or this Miraidon has a little bit 7 and 12 over here, which is kind of abnormal. And it kind of brought the price from 76 to like 73 to 77. Honestly, that's not really that huge. Um, Here's the Koraidon. Here is the Pikachu from Paldea. Here is Obsidian. And so like I see this one isn't even that big, but on the 13th, 18 were bought, and yeah, that kind of tried to bring the price from 160 to 174. But now the price is kind of back down a little bit. Screamtail, nothing that amazing. This is the Iron Bundle. Um, this is Iron Thorns. So this teal mass is interesting from Twilight Masquerade. I think I caught this last time 28, but then it dropped like right after that, and then someone tried to buy more. So, but the price, all these prices aren't really that extreme, honestly. So this thing hasn't really been moving very much. Like it's like 35 to 37. That's a very small range. Noctowl, it's kind of gone up a little bit, 47, 49, but not much change. Actually, this graph is inaccurate because I see 65 is the lowest listed. Um, this Surging Sparks Magneton, yeah, that's a lot bought just the other day, so the price of this might move pretty soon. I see like it goes from 53 to 55. That's not really a big change, but that is a good chunk of the market right there. Snorlax from 151. Mimikyu. I think I saw this in another video, but yeah, 58 bought on this day. Um, yeah, that's just a lot. And then 49 to 52. That's not a huge price difference though. So people will try to manipulate these, but recently the pricing hasn't really been moving that much, even with the manipulation. And I think this is the last one. This Perchant says 23 to 31, like $8 increase. It's not bad. And then the EV, actually, I saw this other day too. 40 over here, 122, 152. So it's like a $30 increase. And right now it's actually like 140. All right, that's it for today's video. Thanks, guys. Bye.